Hi, how you guys doing? Today I thought I'd show off my my game engine that I've been working on. I've been working on 3D game engines this year, so you see, it's like an old school type of raycasting engine. I've been messing with these a lot this year. And you see, see on that mini map in the top corner, there's NPCs that move. That's what the red thing is. All these textures too I created. Everything here that you're seeing is 100%, I wrote. I wrote all the code. I made all these textures, and I'll showcase making another texture. But so let's see. We have a player. We move with the mouse. This little reticle you see. We also, if we use there's the NPCs. I can kill them if I click. Using the mouse wheel, I can also change my FOV. By default, it's at 100. It goes all the way down to 60, as you see here, and it goes all the way up to 170. But the default FOV is 100. So these NPCs, they don't have proper pathfinding implemented yet. They just try and make the way to the player until they either reach the player or they hit a wall, as these NPCs have here. And I'll showcase writing a bit of this code, because if I press backspace, see here it's a map editor. I can place NPCs, and then once I do that, I press space, or I can press C and just clear the map of NPCs. I can also just place this wall in front of me, press backspace, and it's right there. So just do it like that, and then I'll save the map here. So one thing I want to do, and the code that I will showcase me writing, is I want to fill rows of NPCs, and I want to check an empty row. Like I want to file with. There's a row here. This row, I want this row to be filled with NPCs, every empty space. So I already have a little bit of code set up with that. Here, let me just make this bigger so you guys can read it. It's C++. That's what I've been using. So here's the input right here, and whenever I'm in the map editor, see, if editor, I want to fill row with NPCs, which is actually a very simple task. So what we need to do is we need to find the column. Where on the Y scale is it? And we can do that easily by making sure we floor cursor.y divided by editor scale. Oops, this will get us the row, or the column that our desired row sits on. And floor, what this just does is it rounds to the lower end. If we wanted to round to the higher end, we could do seal, or if we just wanted to do the nearest, we just do round. But we're going to do floor because that's where everything will. That's where the cursor sits, is on the floored position of the cursor, and then it's divided by the editor scale, which is just the size of the pixel, the size of the textures, and the size of the cells, which are where each position in the map is. Each tile is a cell. So now that we have that, we need to get each position on that row. So we'll loop through each position of that column. For int, we'll say x, we'll just say row equals 0. Row is less than map size plus row, and then we can just say if map column row, if it's not 0, we can just return, which will just, or no, we don't want to do that. Return ends of the function. We'll do continue, which will skip any code in this block, in any code before the before this end curly bracket. And then what we'll do is we'll say NPCs dot pushback, and this will just add a new NPC. Let me actually check the initializer here. Yeah, so okay. So then what we'll do is, now that we've pushed that, and now that we've added a new NPC, so what this does is it adds a new NPC to our list of NPCs, but the NPC isn't quite there yet because we haven't initialized it. So we're going to NPCs dot back dot init NPC, and it will be row column, and then we also need to place the NPC on the map. Actually, this is just the NPC data. It just says there's an NPC at this location, but it's actually not on the map yet. So to do that, we'll just say map column row equals C. And the reason we do this is because if we go to the project folder in my assets, this is the map. So let me zoom in on this. So you see there's mostly zeros. Zero is an empty space. Anything that's not a zero is not an empty space. And NPCs are defined in this map with a capital C. The player isn't defined as anything in the map data. That's the only thing that's not. So, but an NPC is displayed with the capital C. So what we'll do, like if I see there's no NPCs here because I cleared the map, if we quickly go, there's an error. Cursor. Oh, okay, right. So we actually have to move the cursor variable up here. I don't know where it is. Let's do that. Oh. It was right there. It's right below where it needs to be. So this is just some stuff for the map editor. So all I gotta do is just put it right here and it'll work. So anyway, now before we test out this function, I want to show you, see there's no NPCs here. If we go back into Notepad++ and if I put 4 capital C's right there, there's going to be 4 NPCs that start from there, you see? So now let's go into the map editor. Let's press G to toggle off their AI and clear the map. Now let's focus here and press I. So it works. But why is it up there? I know why it's up there. Because with the way the map editor works, there is something, the way I'm able to scroll like that, like I call it fanning. So I can fan through the map down and up and down the map editor because the map is too big to be fit on the screen. So we need to add the map origin, which is, the origin is the top corner right here, wherever that origin is. So the origin, the Y origin, is lowered. So what we need to do here is, I lost the function. There's a lot of code in here. It's a bit messy. So column So then we do column or minus origin.y and row plus origin.x. Plus origin.x. So, yeah, or no, what, I said plus, I'm minus origin.x. So then, row minus origin.x, column minus origin.y, and then column minus origin.y, and row minus origin.x. So now it should work. So let's go back into there. Go back into the map editor, clear the MP, or toggle off the AI, clear the NPCs, and let's try it. Now it doesn't work. Now it's being placed up here. Init NPC row plus origin. No, couldn't be plus origin. Cursor.y.editor scale minus origin.x, or sorry, minus origin.y Really should have prototyped this code. So where is this plus? Got it. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. Now, just in case, let's see, we'll do row is less than map size plus plus row origin dot y cursor.y plus editors. Okay, so that should be alright. Now what we're going to do here, no, I was going to make the map bigger to test that out, but it works. That's what matters. It just works. So now let's do this. Let's go back into the map editor, clear out I. Save it. Oops. Always mix that up. There we go. Sometimes there are challenges like that in programming, obviously, so. But we did it. I did it. We did it. Yeah. It's a very good engine. I've only been working on it for like a week, maybe. I have some older builds of it. I'm going to call it Recaster 1. Oops. Okay, no, that's right. Here's the first build of it. Yeah. Just use Q and E. There's no variable FOV yet. You see, it's not running this old method that I was using. It runs, this thing shouldn't just run at that, at 282 FPS. See, then I added colors to it, and for a while I had this nice fog effect. But that I might try and re-add that at some point, but that eats up at processing time, which results in a lower frame rate. But you know, that's how it started. And then I added textures. You know, and I realized I said I'll show you how I create my textures. I'll actually do that right now. We'll add a new texture. So let's actually add a new map element. I will show you how easy that actually is with this engine. So right here, here's the valid blocks, the markers. These are what count as walls. So we'll say D. And then I need to create that. And this is in my settings file right here. That's what this means. So now if we go to settings.txt, right here, .txt, you see right here, we have a few things. We have our initial FOV, the FOV that the game loads at. And then we'll do assets, textures, d.png. So we'll do that. And then what we also need is something for the minimap. So there is right here. So let's find something here. Let's see, green RGB. Let's have it a shade of green. So what I do here is let's make it olive. 808000 128 128 0. Okay, let's do that. So I have a list of defined colors up here, right here. I'll just do olive 128 128 0. So then we'll go right here, olive 4D for D. Okay, and then so to create my textures, I use this app that I downloaded a long time ago. It's called Pisco, and these textures are 40 by 40. So do that. And how I do my textures when I don't know what I want to create, but I know I want another texture, is I'll put two colors in here, and here's what I'll do. I'll use this vertical mirror pen right here. I'll hold shift, and I'll just make designs. And it's just like that. And then to make it look a bit better, what I'll do is I'll add different colors to it. And then in the end, this always looks interesting in the engine. So we'll do it like that. And I know it doesn't really look like anything, which it's really not anything. It's just to be there. So we'll put it in the textures folder. We'll name it D. And then what I should do is I should see if I need to do anything else here. I don't believe so. Nope. Okay, so let's load into the engine now. Toggle off their AI quickly. Look, there it is. So let's put it right here. Let's just do this. Something like that. Save it. Let's go to it. See what it looks like. So there it is on the mini map. You see the olive beside the green. Beside the green, funnily enough, I didn't notice that first. There it is. There it is. So I'll probably mix it into something. See, and it has an interesting, because they connect together, right? So it has an interesting design, like when they connect together like that. I like it. You know, but then I when I want to turn them into something, I turn them into something like this, like that brick wall with the torch. Or I like this. This was one of those random textures, but it turned out really, really nice. I was surprised. And I always have this, like, I call it an RGB strip, which pretty much really just is RGB. This brick wall, though, this brick wall is probably my favorite texture that I've created, and I've used it in as many of my projects as I can. And you know, that's pretty much it. This is pretty much my text, my engine, my game engine. It's very simplistic. I love it. I'm always just walking around as my character in this, adding little things, doing little things. Always trying to make it more optimized. It runs good. There's a frame cap right now, 500 FPS. So if I remove that limit, you know, let's see how it runs. 25. So you see where the FPS counter is at the top corner there. It says a percentage of the target. I have a value, or I have I have a item in the code called a variable. It's called frame cap, you know, and that's what I set my target frame rate to. And even if it's not capped, I just still have that. I always have that value in here, so I can say that's what I want my FPS to target. It works and it runs good. It is running good. You see the FPS is a bit jumpy. Well, it's not jumpy, whereas it's just very unstable. Not as unstable as it used to be, but I'm always trying to make it more stable. And yeah, this engine is going good. If you want me to do more programming videos like this in the future, let me know in the comments. I love just doing this for fun, making games like this. I've made quite a few games this year, a few games I haven't released, but games nonetheless. They're very good. Well, very good, you know, for me doing them, right? So I'll actually, you know, see, there's this one that I worked on that I'd never finished. I don't always finish these. I rarely do, but I get far in them. See, I made this game here. It's got your high score and everything. I'll reset the data. Look at that. It's got an interesting design, right? I'll just increase the red on the sky a little bit. And I think I press space, yeah, to save. And I'll go to Rainbow Arena. I like that. I like Rainbow Arena. I created all these maps too, all these textures. It's just this. Just a snake game. It's very simplistic, but it's fun. You know, I give demos out to my friends, to people I talk to. I give them my builds, and I say, you know, I tell them, you know, download the Microsoft Visual Studio or Microsoft Visual C++ redistributables, which most people who play games on PC already have, because games on Steam require you to install them a lot of the time. So I think most of the time, actually. So yeah, here it is, and then you see, you just keep on going until you die, and it gets faster. it does get faster. It's kind of hard to notice at first, but it does get faster. I made that on purpose. You know, if you don't notice it's going faster, but you know, it grows on you. I think it's a good, very good system for it to just slowly get progressively faster and for the player to not notice it. Oh yeah, see, look at that. So yeah, you know, that's just what I've been doing. You know, if you want to see me do more of these, yeah, just say in the comments. I don't know how much I will be uploading, but I'll try to upload as much as I can. You know, a lot of this, the functions I use actually are my own, like this one right here. This list of text. These are text boxes is what these are. Now here I'm just doing, let's see, play fill row with NPCs equals I. This is just for controls. And then it crashed. Why did it crash? Sometimes I notice sometimes it's oh, now I know why. That's because this, I did that, you know, it's element 12 doesn't exist, this is element 11. I made a mistake right there. There we go. And you see it's right there. Fill rows with NPCs equals I. And you know, I'm gonna continue working on this. And we'll see where it goes in maybe even a week. Maybe it'll be better in a week. Maybe I'll have pathfinding in this game. Who knows what'll happen. But it'll be good. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I haven't made a video in a long time. And yeah. Just let me know what you want. Let me know what you want from me in the comments and I'll try to do it as much as I can. So